Yo, what's going on guys? We're back with a very anticipated video, and it is the release on my new indicator. I will be doing a deep dive into everything that it holds. Obviously it's two scripts because it was so long, so I had to split it up, and I will go through every single detail that it includes. It's going to be a long one, but I will try to fly through it. They do come as a one package deal, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Okay, so we're just looking at a naked chart here. If we take this off, there is nothing drawn on it. It is all the indicators. So as I said, this will be a long one, but I will try and fly through everything that it entails. But let's just start off with an introduction to what this actually is. So it is a Fractal all-in-one ICT tool, which does show you CRTs or high time frame candle sweeps, whatever you want to call it. People will use T-Trade's Fractal Model, people will use candle range theory, some will just call it general ICT trading. But this does entail everything that you need, including time-based and just sort of general overlay. So we're currently looking at silver on the 1 hour time frame on TradingView, and as you can see here, fractally, this will automatically choose for you to view the 1 day chart when you're on the 1 hour, or if we drop to the 15 minute, it will take a while to load, but here we go. There you have the 4 hour, and then you will also see these 4 hour FVGs, or if we go back to the 1 hour, you will see the 1 day FVGs. It'll take a while to appear, as I said, along with the 1 day candle. Then we also do have the 1 week and the 1 month. You can see the countdown to it as well. They are all labeled. You've got November, December, week 48, week 49, week 50, and then you've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Also on the lower time frames, you can see that it is marked up as well. So this indicator does actually cover more than anyone I've seen on the market. It took me a long time to code, and I really hope you guys do appreciate it. So as you can see, it marks up FVGs on the high time frame and on the chart. Then it also marks up sweeps. You can see a sweep here, which it also marks up on the chart, and it labels it. And then you can see SMTs here. CISDs are changing the state of deliveries. You've also got separators here for whatever time frame that you're viewing. It will choose the first one. But let's take a deep dive now into the settings. We'll look at the first indicator, which is the high time frame bit. So open this up. You can see we've obviously got this bit down here just for whatever sort of labels you want. It will also show the chart, what time frame you're viewing it on, and also the date, and then whatever you want to type. Then we'll scroll on down here, and you can see this part is obviously these candles here. You can enable fractal mode, or you can turn it off. If you turn it off, you can select 4 hour, then the 4 hour will appear here. You can't choose how many candles you want as well. There's multiple different things that this indicator can do. It's highly adjustable. Whatever changes you want to make, you can do so. We will enable the fractal mode again though, and we'll scroll down. You can have custom daily candle open to the midnight, 8:30, 9:30. You can limit your high time frame candles to whatever many is showing. We do also have bias here, so you can select neutral, bullish or bearish. It's pretty self-explanatory. If you're looking for bullish setups only, it will only show sweeps of the previous candle low, and if you've got bearish on, it will show the previous candle high sweeps. Then moving down, it's just a bit of styling here, the high time frame labels, the fair value gaps on the high time frame candles, the volume imbalances, which you can also see here. Then we've got our trace lines. You can see for the open, high, low, and close, it will choose whatever candle is actually here, the current candle of whatever high time frame you're viewing. You can also anchor it to the last time frame if you'd like, if you were looking the monthly open, high, low, and close. Then we scroll on down, you've got sweeps, you've got your sweep alerts. You can also show latest sweep only, which will clean up the chart if you're not looking any sort of previous data. You've got your midpoint. Then you've got your project high time frame candle sweeps on the current chart. This is talking about this bit instead of this high time frame candle bit on the right. You've got them on the current chart. You've got your midpoints as well. You've got your labels. There's so much that's actually went into this indicator. You can read through this. This is more just sort of styling stuff here. Then you've got your daily open lines, your weekly open lines. This is for the previous ones. Then you've got your next one. That's how this one is shown here. Obviously, if we're just showing the open and closes of these candles, it won't show the next one projected on the chart. And I had to add that myself to this indicator, because it just sort of helps you see when the close is coming up without actually having to look at the time. Then scrolling on down, we just have a little bit more of styling here. Now that is all to the first indicator, which is this part here on the right. Also, you've got a little bit drawn up on the chart. I showed you the sort of high time frame sweeps and also these separators. Now let's move on to the second part of the indicator, and we will deep dive into this. So first of all, we've got our SMT settings, which as you can see, we do have auto select SMT ticker here. This is automatically selected to gold because I've got it paired in the code for this. I will show a list of things here in the middle of the chart on what is actually auto-selected. I think there's 6 different settings for it. And then obviously if that setting isn't there and you are a member of the Patreon and you do have access to this indicator, you can just comment on the post and I will add whatever auto SMT selector that you want. I will also add whatever sort of suggestions there is to make this indicator better or anything that you would like added really. So let's keep moving on here. So you've got your SMT strength, which you can change the pivot of. Then we've got the auto SMT, as I just did mention. You've got candle direction validation, remove broken SMTs, and then you've got work in real time. Then we've got a little bit of styling here just for the colors and the labels. And then on down, we do have our CISD option. As you can see on the chart, this is the lowest down close candle that we did have in this down move. And you can see this is the CISD, which has been selected here. This took a lot of work. It does need sort of fine-tuned a little. I will continue to make the CISD option better, so just bear that in mind. Then if we move on down, we have sort of the time portion of this indicator. You can see the general kill zone settings. You can set your time zones, label size, whatever you want there. Then you can change the times here. I do have these set up sort of the way that I trade and the kill zones that I use. You've got Asia session, London session, New York AM, and New York PM. You can enable whatever you want, disable whatever you want, change the colors. Everything is customizable in this indicator because it always did annoy me when I got an indicator before and couldn't set it up exactly the way I wanted. But with this one, I've made it that everyone can have it the exact way that they would like. Scrolling on down here, we do have kill zone pivots, which we'll just mark it up on the chart. Then you've got your kill zone labels. On down, we do have opening prices here. So you've got your true day open, 6 a.m., 10 a.m. You can change these to whatever you'd like. If you want the 8:30 a.m. open, I did see someone commenting about that, wanting it added, but it's actually already here. You just need to scroll down to opening prices within the second part of the indicator, and you will see this fully customizable section where you can add whatever time that you would like. I also have added equal highs and equal lows to this indicator, just to use it sort of as a draw on liquidity. It will just mark up a faint line. As you can see, this is one actually right here. This candle right here made an equal high to this one here, so it did mark it up. And then obviously that is your draw. It wouldn't have been a great trade. You don't have much of a risk to reward there, but that is just a quick example. Scrolling on down here, we then have our entry windows, which if you drop down to the lower time frames, I've automatically marked up vertically. Let it load here. In green, you can see, well, the 8:30 a.m. has already happened, but you've got your 9:30 a.m. and then also your 10:30 a.m. We'll move back to the 1 hour because we do have a nice trade that I want to go over before we end the video and after we do go through the settings. So we'll scroll back to where we were. So I just explained that. You've got your 8:30, 9:30, and 10:30. Then we've got the FVG fractal settings. Now, this did take a good while to sort of line up with the way that I've got the first indicator fractally set up. It would have been a lot easier if I could have had it in the same script, but obviously I said it was too long. I think this is like 3,000 lines, and this one's also about 3,000. I think this is actually 3,500. This is about 3, and it was just too long to have in the one. But we did finally get this working, and I did sort of go over it earlier. Any FVG that has actually been confirmed, obviously this candle hasn't closed yet, so this one hasn't been fully printed on the chart. It's not an active FVG yet, but this one here, you got your candle close here. The FVG was printed on these high time frame candles, and then it was then printed on this, and it will grab the exact candle that it is using, and it all works automatically. I do love it. I love this aspect of the indicator. Obviously, if you drop down to the 15-minute, you'll see the 4-hour FVG being shown here when it loads. There you go. You've got your 4-hour. You've got also multiple ones below that. But yeah, this is a great aspect of the indicator, and I really do like it. Now we will move on. I think we are near the end here, so just bear with me. Yeah, so you've got all the FVG settings, FVG labeling, and then the advanced settings for it. So you can set it up in whatever way you want. Obviously, there's a lot of settings to go through here. If you've accessed the indicator, you can set it up whatever way you would like. I am working currently on the CISD option, just trying to make it a little more refined, a little better to how I actually would trade it. And then we do have one more thing that I was looking to mention. What was it? Oh yes, alerts. I do have alerts set up on this, but I wanted to actually be entering on when the CISD is valid after the sweep. We've just got the candle to alert set up right now, so I do want to refine that also a little bit more. As I said, if you are a Patreon member, you will have full access to this indicator. If you have any questions, you can ask them. You have full sort of access to me and my team. If you're wanting anything added, there was someone that asked me to add New Zealand dollar versus JPY against the Australian dollar versus JPY. That is now set up in the next update. So pretty much if you ask me to add something to this indicator within the next month, it will hopefully be added, all being well. If you'd like access, check out the Patreon link below. I hope you guys enjoyed. This indicator took me a lot of time to code. It's pretty much perfect. I'm very happy with how it's came out. Everything is working smoothly. You pretty much don't need to lift a finger when charting up any charts. You just open the chart and everything is here for you. Every sort of level you need, any sort of time level like I did show you before. You've got your time zones, like you've got Asia here, you've got your London open, then you've got your New York open, and then there is New York lunch. Everything is charted. Everything that you need to trade. You've got your SMT, CISDs, high time frame FVGs, high time frame candles. Everything is labeled. So I hope you guys do appreciate this indicator. I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one.